in terms of the Canadian talent, either on this card or beyond, most people ubiquitously believe right now that Mike Malott is Canada's best hope for UFC gold and glory. Brad Katona is going to be a tough out at 135 pounds, one of the best cardiovascular bases and motors in all of MMA. Charles Jourdain, Marc-Andre Barrio. I'm glad you mentioned Lupi Godinez because I think a lot of us forget about the Canadian Association. Jasmine Jasdavicius is coming off a loss to Tracy Cortez. But of all the Canadian names, other than Mike Malott, if you had to plant your flag on one of those athletes to either get to the rankings or make a concerted run, is it one of the names I mentioned or someone else?
Yeah, I think it's Lupi. I think that with the improvements that we've seen from her and her training with Alexa Grasso every single day, not to mention, you're also going to look at the division and the depth of each division and where she can move up the fastest. And I think that would be a strawweight. I think that you look at the other divisions, 145, Charles Jourdain is still in his 20s. He's a beast. But you look up that division and it's just a division. It's murderer's row. It's really difficult for me to predict that he's going to be a champion. Brad Katona, 135 pounds. Again, very hard for me to predict that he's going to be a champion when you look at all of the guys, including Murad Dvalishvili, who has a win over him. I think that there's just you have to look at the divisions where they can move up the fastest. And I think that Lupi at 115 pounds with her wrestling pedigree, with her pace, I think that she is somebody that if I had to pick one, I think she's somebody that we could really get behind. I mean, Mexico can get behind her as well. I know that we're seeing a lot of very successful Mexicans, and to have a Mexican and Canadian champion simultaneously in her, I think that would be really cool for both of those countries. A real NAFTA type association for us. But I think that she probably is the one that would be the most likely to have an opportunity.